So as I told you guys, we had a lot to do today. So this is where things are. I harvested the ducks and I got them defeathered. I have not done the innards yet. I will get to that later, but I have them sitting in water for now. I wanted to get onto these apples because that's going to take a long time because we have a lot of apples, over 100 pounds of apples. I think it's like 100 and, I don't know, probably 120 pounds of apples. So we're doing different things with them. We're making apple butter, we're making applesauce, and we're going to make apple pie filling. So we are rinsing them off in here, and then they're being cut up here and here. So this station we are doing the peeling and coring in this spot, and the other spot that I've showed you was just slicing and coring. So there's the skins are staying on those ones because those ones are going in the Weston processor over there. So lots of different things going on, a little bit at a time. While this is going, I've started the apple butter crock pot over there. So I have a pile of, I was gonna say potatoes. A pile of apples are in this. From here it looks like potatoes. So a pile of apples in the crock pot. I wanna put some more in there, but I wanna put the other variety. These green ones that you see are Musto, and the red ones that you'll see are Empire. Those are a semi-sweet versus the other ones that are fully sweet. So we're gonna do a mix of those for that. So that's what's going on. I'll try to get you guys in here to see as much of it as possible. This is where we're boiling the apples until they're soft before we put them in the food processor. What is that called? Not the food processor. It's called a grinder. No, what is it? I can't even think anymore. What's that thing? What are we doing? What is it? I used to call it the tomato thing. Anyway, I'll put the name of it in the video. Literally, I cannot think. So that's what we're doing. And like I said, I'll keep you guys up to date and posted as much as possible. So we're gonna put these in there too because that's apple on there. So let those cook as well. Okay.
That really helps with this process.
Helps with lots of processes. My kitchen is crazy. Gotta get rid of those dishes because that was from, what is that from? Just the morning stuff. So lots of stuff going on. We have eggs being picked up today. There's like 4 dozen duck and 3 dozen chicken eggs over there. Someone's picking up from the egg sales. Lots going on. So again, I will keep you guys as much as I can into this process, but I have a lot to do. So I am about to put my seasonings, my spices into the crock pot with my apples. So here are the apples. And again, this is Musto and Empire apples. So in here I have 3.5 cups of sugar, 2 tablespoons of cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of ground clove, 1 teaspoon of nutmeg, and 1 tablespoon of pumpkin pie spice, and 1 teaspoon of apple pie spice. And that's what it is. Instead of the apple pie spice, you could use allspice, but I didn't have any more of that, so I used that in place of it, since allspice is just a mixture of the items that are in apple pie spice. So here we go. So I'm just gonna pour this. I don't have a camera person, so I'm trying to do this with one hand. There we go. So I'm gonna let that cook down, put the top on it, and this is gonna cook for about 3 hours, I believe. Then I'll just kind of mix it, check on it, and let it just cook down. All right, so just a quick check on things. I did not pay attention to what time it was. I guess I could look at my phone, hang on. Okay, so it's actually been 2 hours. Longer than I realized. So you can see this is breaking down. You can start, now I didn't put any liquid in here, but you can see that is all from the apples. This smells amazing. So amazing. So I'm just gonna mix it up, put the top back on it, and leave it alone. So apples are still going as far as the processing is concerned. These are just about ready. One way you can always tell when they're ready to come out of the pot is the ends, they start to kind of peel back. You'll see them start to lift on the sides. So that's how I always know they're ready. I don't want them to be mushy, I just want them to be soft enough. This is how much we've gotten so far. You see that there's 2 different colors of apple in there because we're doing, like I said, 2 different color apples. So this is where I'm just chopping them up. Then they go in here, and then I process them through the strainer. The strainer, that was the word I was looking for earlier. Oh my goodness. Through the strainer. Finally, all the apples have been washed. All the apples that we're doing for the applesauce and the apple, apple butter are washed. So, got my helper here, Sydney. She's working the strainer while I'm doing the chopping. This is the last of the apples that have to be chopped. And this is the last of the ones that so far are next to go into the pot here. But the only thing that we got to do next after all this is done is do the apple pie filling, which I have not, I've separated those apples, but I'm not going to do them today. I'm going to try to do them tomorrow because I ran out of cinnamon, and that's like major. So my mom literally has like 5-gallon buckets of cinnamon because we have a mini donut business and we use cinnamon sugar we make for one of our toppings. So we have a lot of cinnamon at my mom's house. So I'm not buying cinnamon. So I want to get some cinnamon from her tomorrow morning so that I can do the apple pie filling with these apples tomorrow. In a minute, come on. Okay, I'm going to talk real close to the camera because it's very noisy in here with the strainer going. But we are done washing. We have everything chopped. These are the last, well, this will be the last amount that has to go into the pot to cook. So you see my canners going here, but nope, it's not processing any canning. There's crabs in there. We're also steaming crabs because we're Marylanders and that's just what we do on a regular basis. But the real dinner is in the oven. There's duck in there. So my kitchen is just very, very crazy right now. But the dishes are mostly clean. Sydney's still rocking over there. The applesauce that we've strained so far is this much. I'm hoping, well, that's a full bowl right there. So I'm hoping that it'll all fit in here. If not, we'll have to put it in a second pot, which the remainder can go in there when it's done. But yeah, we've got a lot going on. I showed you guys the apple butter that's still going, which is going to be a long time, so that's just going to keep going. But we are rocking and rolling here. Yes, we are. All right, so I forgot to bring you guys on to show you this. The apple butter, I did use my immersion blender. Come in, Sam. And I chunked up all the apples. So they are now all blended up, so they're making the apple butter real good. But then here, we had all this wonderful juice from me boiling the apples. Yes, you can poop in the potty. From me doing the apples, and this is like delicious apple juice. Like, I'm not even gonna can this because this is gonna be drank up in a day or two. I mean, it's still warm, but it's so good. And there's no sugar in it. Nothing. It's just boiled apples that boiled in there for about 5 minutes each batch. Delicious. I'm so glad I got these half-gallon jars because we're redoing our pantry storage. So I have plenty space for this now. I'm super excited. Let me just tell you. Super excited. Oh. Hold on. I'll say that don't work. You know what else doesn't work? This doesn't work because this is too narrow. Let's try this one. This will work better. Yes. Yes! I'm so glad I ordered this. So this is it's called, on the label it said wide mouth funnel. And it works much better when I have a big spoon like this versus the standard one that came from Ball. So I'm happy with that as well. I've only used it like 2 times. So yay. What a day though. Apples, crabs, apples, 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 ducks. So the ducks I harvested today are in the freezer, in a cooler on ice. I'm sorry, not in the freezer. In a cooler on ice. I still have to process them. Gosh, I can't believe it. We got a lot of
You can drink the
This is
rest of
awesome. This is great. Give me a small quart right there. Still have to process them, but it's 9:00 p.m. right now. I may go ahead and get them done tonight because I have a lot of stuff that I want to get done tomorrow. I have a student that I have to tutor tomorrow, so I have to work in the morning. I teach Chinese kids to speak English, so I have that in the morning, and then I have a student I have to tutor in the morning as well. And I gotta get more cinnamon tomorrow so that I can can the applesauce. So the last thing I want to deal with tomorrow is gutting ducks. Okay, applesauce canning update. We are almost through with this big Presto canner. This is a Presto canner that I'm using to mix this up, well, put it in. So this was filled to the very top. We're at the bottom. I just gotta finish putting it in here. This is what I've done so far. I've had 1 round complete, so that's 7 jars. 4, 6, 7, yep, 7 jars are complete. I did get the apple butter out of the canner. So I got 4 pints, 4.5 pints. I also have a small wick jar that I put some in. I didn't can it, but I just put it in there because I'll just go ahead and use that now. So I only got 4.5 of those. So I definitely want to do another round of those because that didn't produce a whole lot. And based on how many, and I have a lot of apples down here left that I was using for the apple pie filling. I may not use all that for apple pie filling. I mean, I don't need that many apple pies. We don't make that many apple pies. So I may use some of that to do more apple butter. I'm almost positive and sure of it that that's what I'll do. So yeah, that's the update for now. I will keep you guys posted and come back on and show you where we are. After that, I got canning jars everywhere. It's crazy. I'm hot, I'm tired, but it's got to get done. So we're getting done. I got my partner in crime here. He looks sad. You ready for bed? You want me to hold you? Okay. He's gotten his fair share tonight. We're getting so close. 12:24 a.m. Round 3 is in the canner. We're into the last pot. Everything else is cleaned. Yep. We're getting there. That's cleaned out. Here's everything that's done so far. Yep. We're getting there. Real close, guys. Oh my gosh, real close. My poor baby. He hung out as long as he could. But like I said, he got his fair share of applesauce tonight. We're still going. Wow, I'm still going. Okay guys, I'm bringing you back in, I think for the last round. I got 2 jars in there, a third. I just filled, and this is how much is left. So I'm pretty sure we're at the end, so I'm just gonna bring you guys in so you can see the last bit of getting these jarred up. All right, so this is a hot jar because I had them in the water. So I'm just gonna put a little bit more in this one. Remember, it has to be a 1/2 inch headspace left. Dip my clean towel and my vinegar back there. Clean the rim. Grab a lid. Finger tight. In the canning pot. Alright, so I'm going to fill this next jar. So, not a full jar. So I'm just gonna let that go in the fridge for now. And I'll leave what's in the canner. This is still hot, so just to make it full. There we go. All right, so I got 4 more quarts in there. That's good to go. I'm going to dump the rest of my vinegar in there. That just helps to keep the jars from getting cloudy. Lid on. Set back on high. And that's it. Yay! We are done. Wash the rest of the dishes and clean up so tomorrow I can start fresh with the apple pie. All right guys, so it is 2:05. There is 17 minutes left on the timer for this last round. Kitchen is clean. I am good when that timer goes off. 5 more minutes will be added, and then I will be able to go rest. Cannot wait. I have a class to teach at 6:40 this morning. So, yeah, it's gonna be a coffee. It's gonna be a coffee day, for sure. But last pot's going. Really happy about that. It was so late. Alright, so it is 2:38 a.m. and all of the applesauce is done and the first round of apple butter is done. More to come tomorrow. Let's hope I get up on time.